Hello, everyone. Stream link from before. I'm having not too many people again tonight, but I wasn't even sure I was going to make it tonight, so there is that. Got my list for tomorrow's game. It is not very aggressive, but still, it's 22k BV. I didn't expect it to be that much, but it's 2 centuries of mechs, a century of tanks, and a century of helicopters. So, I mean, should be decent enough.
That's still a significant number of forces.
Yes. None of them are super fancy, but, I expect Crab to be able to go through those fairly quickly when he gets there.
That is a lot of yellow jackets.
Yeah, there's 2 of them with rotary AC5s. Those are actually like the ERPPC one is also pretty good because it has a C3. So I mean, both of them. There's very few yellow jackets that are not good. It's one of the better helicopters in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
That's why I made an helicopter to fight yellow jackets originally with an AG 20. Yeah, an AG 20 on them. To go on other helicopters with Gauss rifles.
This is also why I invested in an anti-aircraft star.
Because I'm bringing stuff like that. Yes, I know.
They be Marians. Marians love combined arms, and a lot of that involves helicopters.
I actually have planes. I've got it noted down here. I've got 16 ASF I'm allowed to throw at you over the course of that part of the campaign. ASFs, really, you don't have a whole lot of them in most units. It's like that's 6 ASF is a company of aerospace fighters for regular inner sphere guys. So it is not a whole lot. Of course, the clans, you guys go with a star of aerospace fighter, and it's 10, and so. I'm gonna bring a cluster of aerospace fighters. No, I think only Star Adder might do that, but they're about the only ones.
Star Adders, Cloud Cobras,
Ravens.
and Ravens. Yeah. Adders have a tip for their frontline units is usually 50-50 mechs and fighters, and then they'll bring up battle armor in Novas.
Incredibly heavy on the fighters then. 50.
Oh yeah, they're multiple times noted as I'm gonna bomb the ever-living everything before I send the mechs in, and I'm gonna hit you with fast heavies and assaults. Yeah, pretty much. That's how their frontline units prefer to act, and then their heavier and assault stuff is just rolling thunder.
Which is probably one of the smarter strategies.
Yep. Then they bring in the tanks. No one likes to deal with clusters of clan tanks. They're just as bad as Hell's Horse in that regard.
Especially if it's on at that point their second line stuff. They don't need to go anywhere fast.
Mm-hmm.
No, they can't be as bad as Hell's Horse, because if they were as bad as Hell's Horse, they wouldn't be a problem. Jeez. Well, if you want a team that got screwed over, Hell's Horse is probably the worst.
Yeah. Well, remember, their totem tank that they built in the Golden Century was the Koku. 3 large pulse lasers and LRM-10 with 2 tons of reloads. Because go away.
That's their garrison force. This is what they have to you try to attack their depots. This rolls out. It doesn't need to go anywhere.
Is it 3 ER large or?
No, it's 3 large pulse lasers.
Oh fuck.
And on the turret, and then a forward-facing LRM-10 with 2. So when I run those, I'll usually make one of the tons of LRM smoke, and I'll just throw a bunch of smoke in front, and then dare you to get closer.
You'll also notice how slow it is. That's why.
Yeah, 2, 3, and the E, and then
it's
XL variant is
It's based on
XL
the bird,
variant
which
goes
was
3-5.
I mean, 3 PPCs and LRM-10. I mean, that stuff was also
But-
pretty darn nasty.
Yeah, but go back to the Koku and look at the BV value.
1,200.
That's about the same as a decent inner sphere medium, but more firepower.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's still a V. Well, no, I mean, at the speed it's moving, even if it stops moving, I don't think it's going to be a huge issue, right?
It is a turret. It is a turret. If it cannot move, we are artillery.
Those pulse lasers probably also outrange most of the stuff found on the mediums, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Except, well, PPCs, ER large lasers, AC5s. No,
Ultra 2s.
yeah, but I mean, if you don't bring Ultra 2s on, especially on inner sphere mechs, you know.
AC2 carrier. Go burr.
Oh, well. AC2 carriers are great against tanks. I mean, that's the thing. Like, tanks are very good until they get motive damage, then they're turrets, and then they die.
Yep.
Oh, woo, you slow down the Koku by 2.
Yeah, but I mean, once you're immobile, you can get aim shots and aim shots against tanks, as we've seen yesterday. As I was fighting against Elkite, they get really nasty really quick because you always aim at the same spot, and you're gonna blow through the armor anyways. I mean, he had ferro-lamellar tanks with all sorts of fancy gadgets. Of course, it was an Elkite tank, so of course it had fancy gadgets. But
Oh yeah. And then, if I recall out of the Reaving book, their other principal tank that they use, I think it was like 3 or 4 slots on their rats table, is the Athena.
the Athena's a nasty thing too.
Both the Goss and the Hag variants.
The Athena's ugly as sin, but it is devastating. But it is one ugly son of a bitch.
Yeah.
There's no questions there. That thing is ugly. I'm almost 2,000 DV for a tank, though. It's starting to push it, let's say. Oh, but you got a targeting computer. Goes
Targeting
3.5.
Dual Gauss. And I don't remember, did it actually have AA quirk? I think it was mentioned it's an AA tank.
Poor
No.
performance, prototype, trailer itch. It
Okay.
doesn't
I might be-
show there, but maybe the AG variant has it.
Maybe.
It's
Or-
not written on Sarno, obviously, but
Yeah. Or was it the Oro was the AA tank?
the Oro's an AA tank, if I remember right. And it is another... There's a few of those clan tanks that are quite funny.
Yes. Let's
It's
use
an
an LBX
LB20X.
for anti-aircraft work.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the AA quirk. It should probably be added to it just to make it, even funnier. But I mean, an LB20X is great at shooting down planes until they have planes with ferro-lamellar armor, and then you're like, well, what's the point?
Well, heck.
That happened yesterday. It was very funny. I shot my my LB20X at the Elkite's plane. I was like, yeah, that's gonna do okay. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Agony.
Well,
Must have missed that part. I just
that was... I mean, we had a lot of fun yesterday doing stupid stuff, death from above's on an immobile tank, and then falling down and knocking myself out. Number one. Charging a no-toast that's on the side of the hill and making it fall off the hill. Almost killing my Centurion in the process, but, it was fun.
Didn't you also find a few basement levels almost out of the gate?
That's because the maps are not always very well made in Mega Mech, and there's a lot of buildings with CF1 when they should probably be like CF30 or 50 or 200.
Gotcha.
Like, this building here is CF40. It's better than nothing.
Gotta watch that.
I didn't. I expected the building to old, at least a point of battle armor, but it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bringing any battle armors this time. which will be a rarity in this particular leg of the campaign, because we're going to have a lot of battle armors if we're fighting the Marians. There's going to be battle armors everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
We've got 3 factories making them. We're going to use them. I mean, the Athena's really nasty. The ag version against planes with 2 hyper assault 30s and a targeting computer. I mean, even if you don't have the AA quirk, it's going to shoot down whatever plane flies over it. It's just going to be gone.
What would also be super common is the Ares.
Oh yeah, Ares.
The Ares is just a battle tank, right?
Yeah, the Ares doesn't even have a dedicated manufacturer. It just is various, if I recall, because everyone and their mother builds them.
Ares medium tank. It's their version of the Vedette.
Pretty much.
But it's just so much better than the Vedette.
Yeah. It mostly adders and it goes like Hell's Horses, adders, everyone else when it comes to use of the Ares, if I recall.
This tank is most popular with Clan Coyote and Clan Wolf.
Oh, okay.
This is basically your clan standard battle tank.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's got a lot of missile for a standard battle tank.
And it's fast.
And it's cheap, reasonably, for a clan machine.
Yeah, 2.1 mil. And I mean, like I said, this is the clan's Vedette. This is the Vedette of the clan.
This and the Koku, so the Koku to hold poise, and this thing to maneuver.
Yeah. I mean, this thing here you use as your actual, siege tank. I mean, with 3 large pulse lasers. I mean, you could you can't really replace those with 3 ERPPCs because you don't have the heat sinks for it.
I've been fiddling with the design. That's what my Diamondbacks came out of.
I mean, I made a clan Shrek with ferrolamellar and 3 large pulse lasers. That thing was also pretty nasty. It's used by the Nova Cats and Vengeance. Mostly their second line units that are inner sphere guys given tanks.
Here it is. Found it. All right. Just a quick read off. This is the Reaving supplemental of just adder tanks that you can roll. It's hilarious. Royal Demon, Royal Von Lecker, Royal Burke, Ishtar Gauss, Oro, Athena, Oro, Ishtar Gauss, Athena, Ishtar, Athena Hag, the Paladin artillery tank, Ishtar Gauss, Oro Hag, Athena Hag, Athena Hag.
This is still one of the funniest looking vehicle in Battletech.
I love the Ishtar. It's so goofy.
It is such a goofy design. It is.
Why would you let them do this?
Why not? It's fast.
Hey, it's 4-wheel drive. The 2 wheels at the front have traction, and the 2 wheels at the back have traction. It's just that it are put in a line in the back, and
you can also tell what era this came out of.
Yeah.
We took like all the drugs and we added more drugs to it. Ultra 10, LB10, LRM 15, 2 ER medium, and an anti-missile. I mean, it is very well armed. It's not fast. It's 3.5. But I mean, for a tank, it does what it's meant to do.
And the Gauss is also more common. The one that has a Hag 20 and a Gauss rifle.
Ugh.
Instead of its autocannons.
Ugh.
And then there's just going to be tons of these things, right? Because they seem to really love their Athenas and Gausses.
Yeah, they pumped out a lot of these, and again, it's one of those various manufacturers, so everyone in their Sipco has one, just lying around.
A goalkeeper anti-missile system. I love the name for it.
I didn't hear Zoira is another very cheap one. The one under Z is something I would see. I'd expect to see in like rear line areas and convoy escorts.
That's another one that's quite silly looking.
It's an AC5 and an LRM, and then you just have this as like your second line tank.
35 tons, 4.6. Only requires 3 crew.
Yep. To me, it looks like they took a pack rat or something like that and gave it a dedicated gun trailer that's just always attached.
Yeah, that's
Didn't the front
probably
section
pretty
kinda look
much
like
what
that?
they did.
Pretty cheap idea. It's got ECM.
1.3 mil. It's not expensive. It's not gonna kill a mech.
It's a nice
But
engine. Well, it's an LRM-10 with Artemis. The ammo variant, I think, drops the Artemis. More ammo, so. But yeah, this is a super cheap second line thing they would have around. Like, I'm not going to be sad if a bunch of these things get blown up.
and against planes, like I say here, against VTOLs and stuff like that, this is good because it's an LB5, and the LRM-10 is great against flyers as well. So, I mean, it's a perfectly reasonable tank, which is a weird thing to say for the clans, something that's perfectly reasonable.
Because all of the money and unreasonable stuff can go to the mechs.
Exactly.
Except if your clan Ellsworth, then you make
The Mars
The Mars.
quad Vs.
and
So
quad
you
Vs,
spend
yeah.
all your money on mechs and vehicles at
The
the
Mars
same
is
time.
also surprisingly cheap. For a
Yeah, most of them
100
are fairly cheap because they don't have the fancy stuff in them.
They don't have the armor.
Yep. The
Well, yeah,
Epona,
but
that is a really
Oh.
fun vehicle.
that is one of the best hover tanks the clans have, in my opinion. I love that. I love running those little guys.
I mean, we should have models of these already.
I believe that one. I think I don't remember if it's on the Ghost Bear or the Diamond Shark, but I heard or a Hell's Horse box, but something I saw long
I
time
think
ago.
it's supposed
It's
to
on
come.
the docket.
Yeah, it's on the docket. So by about 2033, we might see some. But no, at first, it's an Omni vehicle, so you can carry battle armors with it.
Yes.
Which helps.
It goes 150 kilometers per hour with a point of battle armor on it. Problem solved. And weapons-wise, it's generally functional.
Until you get into some like configs.
Okay, well, 6 AP Gauss and a pair of plasma cannons.
The Hag 20 and targeting computer.
That's great against airplanes. You might need it. But I mean,
I
if
get
you're...
something that can outrun a lot of them.
12 shots.
Yeah, okay. Well, you still have a pair of VR medium lasers as well. I
Oh.
mean, it's a pair of large lasers on a 50-ton tank. Remember that. Yes, it's all about the shell shoot.
The Huey.
Yeah.
It's the Huey.
Yes,
Yeah.
we call
The Carnivore is also a very nasty piece of work. But I mean,
And
the Epona
incredible.
is a fantastic hover tank. What was the other one? The
And then-
Ares. We already saw.
the Inyoi was one of the newer designs that
Oh
came
no, the
out.
Enyo is one of their
Enyo?
newer
That's what it's called?
designs. Yes, but it's not the really good one.
Oh,
Where's
the
the
Eurus?
Eurus?
Whatever,
Oh,
yeah.
Eurus. Eurus.
This
Oh yeah, that's their newest one, right?
like perfect. Don't change anything. This is the tank that I would use.
I mean, ferrolamellar, so you can actually, survive LBX shot to your sides. That is
Yeah.
very, very good.
It's like, yeah, it's an Omni, but why? Why change anything?
A large pulse laser, a Gauss rifle, 3 machine guns, and an anti-missile. It's hard
Perfect.
to beat that.
It's just
the
the
machine-
best clan weapons altogether.
And the
in
machine
one.
guns are on an array.
Well, alt configuration A does have an Ultra AC-20, which is great on a tank.
All right, so they copied the that one's their Rommel copy.
Yeah. I mean, with a targeting computer on top of it, because why the fuck not? And you got a supercharger, which is actually good because you're gonna be really fast with that. With a
Thing
supercharger,
already goes 5.8 by itself. Put a supercharger on that.
so you can get that Ultra 20 in range. That's why you put a supercharger on there.
Fair enough.
That is a big problem a lot of people have. I don't like tanks. I'm not a tank guy. I love fighting with big robots and going clunk clunk at people. But vehicles are great in campaigns and in all sorts of things because it's fun to have that small thing that you can deploy for fairly cheap that's just going to die and everybody's going to laugh and be happy, you know. I mean, there's a missile variant with 24 advanced tactical missile launchers, 2 ATM-12s. That's also pretty darn good. I mean, almost all the configs are good, except maybe B with just, well, an Hyper Assault Gauss 40 and a pair of ER medium lasers is still pretty damn good as far as weapon goes on a tank.
It's got 15 shots in it.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you have 5 tons is 15 shots. Okay, Ag 40s are not ammo efficient, but they make a great first impression when you shoot them at people.
Yeah. But again, it's ferrolaminar. It's got 42 in the front, 33 in the sides.
It's going to take an eternity to blow through that.
And it's 5.8. That's faster than most heavy tanks of that size. So the horses are eating. Horses are having a good time. The other one I would equivalate near that, but I don't think it has the ferrolaminar, is the Axle 2CXL, which
and that's Ghost Bears
the
one.
Bears are making. Yeah.
It's a patent 1.8. Because
the one that they wanted to make a jump tank, but they couldn't. So they made the
Russell made a downgrade of the patent, and then the Ghost Bears found it and made an upgrade. So it's not quite a 2C, but it's close.
Close enough to a 2C.
Well, Axles, targeting computer, ear large, 2 LRM-15s with Artemis, ECM, AP Gauss, partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah. you can do a lot of fun stuff with all that.
And it's got more armor than the last one, but it's ferrofibrous,
so it is good. The thing, ferrofibrous gives you more armor. The ferrolaminar, the biggest advantage is that you're going to tank all those LBX shots that are very nasty to vehicles. Because vehicles don't like anything that's small hits in multiple numbers kill tanks. So SRMs, LBXs, even regular LRMs can be really nasty.
Ultra AC2s.
The Ultra AC2.
Going hunting for side shots to track you.
Yeah.
I mean, tanks, well, the tanks don't have it, but an anti-aircraft vehicle has an armored motive system.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 tanks, I think, that has armor motives. It's very new.
It helps. It really helps.
But it's only like 3.5.
The Carnivore is also a really nasty thing, and I'm not sure Crew 2 is real, because usually Crew is based on tonnage, so it should probably be Crew 6 or something there. But I mean, this is also a very devastating little thing. Anything that has a pair of Gauss rifle is really
it's a tank
good.
With a pair of Gauss rifles. Everything else is just bonus.
I mean, it does cost 2,000 BV, so that's an issue. But you know,
there's actually a couple of tanks with it. The Azier, which is another AA tank.
Mm-hmm.
The Atheon, which is a long tom cannon.
Mm-hmm.
It's just also like 3.5 anyways.
Belana XL, and that's a hovercraft, so I would very much appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Armor motive system on a thing that goes 3.5 is not a bad idea, because it means that you're not going to get killed by motive hits as quickly. So it's not a bad idea.
Kite, the Enroy XR. Oh, and the jumping Hephaestus.
Armored motive system, so it can also jump and still run.
It's a 914-8 hover tank.
The Shrek is a pretty good tank until you realize that it doesn't have armor. That's one of the problems with the Shrek.
Yeah, but I believe the Marion solved that by swapping it to AC-10s.
Oh, the AC variant of the Shrek,
yeah,
that one of those home build tanks that they have.
I mean, no, there's all sorts of options. The Savannah Master, someone is saying here. Well, yeah, I don't like the Savannah Master because of how it's a meme vehicle, but it is great in its particular category. Let's go with that.
That's fair.
But I mean, some of the fancy modern ones with reflective armor, I mean, that's just weird. But you can do
I
it.
mean, the clans have their own version of the Savannah Master,
Oh yeah, hold on.
the Samash.
Smash, that's one. They actually have a few silly little guys.
Well, there should be more silly little guys, to be honest. So I'm always looking at silly little guys.
Yeah, the Smash is definitely one of them. Because that one's like a artillery spotter, if I recall. So he's just gonna zoom around, be silly, just being a silly little thing.
Zvantovit, infantry fighting vehicle. This one I've never fought against. Seems to be pretty fast.
It's a pretty typical infantry transport.
The Mithras, no, that's just another one of their silly light tanks.
Is there a Chaparral 2C?
Sure. Chaparral? No, they built. I believe
There's
it's called the Padilla, but I think Padilla is actually an inner sphere design.
Yeah, it's also an inner sphere design.
Or okay, that's an old Star League design. And then there's the Huey. No, I think they built the Huey as intended for a Chaparral 2C.
Oh, but they also have the Alga, remember? Your Aero 4 carriers.
Yeah, it's one of the superior Aero 4 carriers, but the Witzel is just too slow to be a mobile artillery, which is what the Padilla and the Chaparral are. I mean, 5.8 with an Aero 4, you can bring that to wherever you want. Like, you just go. You put it somewhere, and you park it there, and you shoot Aero 4s. I might actually have to make one, because I want to give Crabs some things to actually be able to escort, and I don't want you to escort things that go 2-3. That
They still have things like all the Star League era relics that would be stuff in the second line.
I believe they still had the Chaparrals in like.
Oh yeah, that's
storage.
It's still a functional. It's still a very functional unit. That's the thing.
Let's see. Looks like most of them stopped using it in early. Yeah, because that's about when they put the ban on most artillery systems.
Yeah, well,
in early Succession Wars, but then they came out with the Huey and a couple others, and didn't they also make like was it one of the Vulture variants had Aero 4s or something like that? No, not a Vulture.
There is. I remember doing a video and having one with Aero 4s, and it sounded silly. Wasn't it a Huller? I think it's a Kit Fox that has an Aero 4.
Yeah, there is a Kit Fox with an Aero 4.
There's a Kit Fox with an Aero 4. That's like the Kit Fox W or whatever. No, W would be Wolf Dragoon.
And the clans never stopped using their variant of the Thor. So they always had their little thumper tanks.
I mean, you need artillery. There's no questions. In the end, you always need artillery. But okay, configuration V is the one with an Aero 4 and 2 ER small lasers. It's a good backup.
Computer, find the Aero 4 clan vehicles.
So they put the ban on artillery, and then they made the SM2.
No, just the Huey, and then in the more current era is the Hadar. Or Hadar, which is Aero 4 hovercraft.
How's it spelled?
Hadur.
Ader. Okay, it's a Hell's Horse.
Hell's Horse.
An Aero 4 carrier on an other tank that goes 10-15. That sounds like a Hell's thing. Yep. That 100% sounds like an Hell's thing.
Gotta go fast.
And they
It's not
keep
a
their
bad
reactive
idea.
armor for some reason.
As
There's a
reflective?
version with there's a version with reactive armor.
Yes, the one with the LRMs that they say here.
I'm seeing an alternate version here, just outside.
Well, I mean, reactive armor is not terrible. It protects you against missiles, and a lot of mechs have missiles, so it's not a bad thing to have. I mean, all of my upgrade kits for mechs have a version with standard with ferrofibrous. Generally, it's ferrofibrous, reactive, and reflective. Almost all the kits have. You can have like all three here. So, I mean, that makes those mechs quite survivable.
Yeah.
I mean, and reflective is always one of those cases of people start shooting at you and think everything's gonna go just fine, and then they're like, "Well, that sounds like a why are my lasers not doing as much damage as they should?" And then you're like, "Well, that's the reason why."
Yeah. I do believe the clans also kept using lawn toms and a couple others, so they had artillery systems. They just didn't like using it for dueling because
Well,
silliness.
you don't duel with artillery normally, at least for most people.
They say that, but a lot of their configs have tag.
Yeah.
Well, that's also the tag for LRMs. So,
But they didn't get semi-guided. That was a free rules league thing.
I believe they. Well, it's either that or something else, because I think they. Or it's just a Mega Mech option that throws me for a loop. Just as likely.
Artillery, Arrow 4.
Yeah, they use the 25F mobile long toms. Okay, that's. And then Thors.
The Padilla is fixed forward artillery.
I believe so.
That's why the Chaparral, I think, is with a turret, which is a little bit better. I'm just trying to reproduce it with modern clan tech. So,
but yeah, it's fixed in the front. It has all of its weapons fixed forward.
2 medium pulse lasers, which is decent, especially if it's the clan ones, and an anti-missile, which is always a good thing to have on a tank. That's in others.
And with clans,
would I be able to put a laser AMS on instead?
Maybe.
Kinda. Means that I don't have to worry about.
I think, what was it, my Diamondbacks, their artillery variant, I put 3 AMS on it.
Not a bad idea, to be quite honest.
Oh, let me go hunt down that thing again.
No, I won't be able to stick that if I do that. Just make it a little bit tougher. I mean, it's literally the same thing, but with a laser AMS instead of an AMS and clan ferrofibrous armor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're going to use your ships in fights. You're going to use it for fighting in space. You just don't orbital bombard people too much because people don't like being orbital bombarded.
I simply challenge the civilian population to a duel.
Yes. Are you able to shoot down my spaceship? Good luck.
Almost accidentally deleted it.
I'm going to call it Padilla C and just go with that.
Good enough.
I mean, I'm not going to go too fancy because I'm not going to be fighting with it, but I mean, you're probably going to be escorting those things. No, that's the wrong Padilla. I don't like when they make 2 vehicles with the same name.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of the same role. It's the other one's a Tumper artillery.
Yeah, Padilla's more like the chassis.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, 16 million C-bills for a artillery tank is quite expensive.
That's the Air 4.
But I mean, you shouldn't be wasting them. So, yeah, well.
Yeah.
Why is 90s Rogue in the in the thumbnail? Why not? Yeah, I was wanting to talk about negative quirks, and let's face it, while she has a very nice power, Rogue also has quite a bit of a negative quirk to her ability.
You finally found a cure, said girl who kills everyone she touches. We don't need a cure, we're perfect, said girl who makes clouds.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure Rogue would be happy with, just not killing people when she touches them. That would be a good thing.
That'd be nice.
I am going to go and stick that air. Not going to put that in the Axiomite Providence unit list, which is currently 2 industrial mechs. I mean, everybody loves industrial mechs, but not always the best for combat. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Someone's
industrial
dying.
mechs.
Okay.
Industrial source of
The Mahmoud. The Mahmoud mech. It is the Mahmoud. It is a 30-ton industrial mech with heavy industrial armor. And a pair of medium chemical lasers. What is it? A pair of medium chemical lasers, a Thunderbolt 5, and a pair of machine guns. That moves 5'8".
Dear God.
What?
Sounds about right.
I mean, 4
He's
tons
kinda
of armor,
sick.
that's not enough, but Hey, those are the weird Africans that are living like in the deep periphery, and they learned of battle mechs because the Wolverines showed up and stole all their shit. So they started building these things, and they don't know what LRMs or SRMs are. They still just know what big missiles are, so they use Thunderbolts instead. And they don't have modern lasers; they just have chemical lasers because they haven't developed the fancy modern lasers yet. So, they're the kind of people who buy a Shadowhawk from you, and it's going to be their command mech, and it's going to be probably the best mech in their entire force. And it's a stock Shadowhawk from the original era, that kind of stuff.
With no concept of specialty munitions either.
Oh no, that's way too complex for them. That's their big one, the 45-tonner, the Gidada, with a large chemical laser, a Thunderbolt 10, and a pair of machine guns. 4.6 at 45 tons. Yeah. But I mean, bring that up against most tanks that would be showing up in that region, this thing is going to destroy things. But it is not a good mech.
Owie.
I mean, gives me a reason to put chemical lasers on mechs. It's always fun. And if it shoots everything, it does overeat by 1. So there's that. They do use fusion engines. They're fancy. They do have the fusion engine technology by landing over there. The Axiomites, if you read what's in the books, there's like 3 pages about them. I wrote far more about them just because I wanted them to be something in space. How are you doing, Tanky? Are you okay, or are you feeling terrible?
Oh, I am just so great right now. I am in such a state of zen. I don't even have any zen with me, but I am in a state of zen. I learned yesterday that the past month, the truck I was assigned to, every time it shifted gears, I was at risk of dying. So
Oh,
I am
dying,
just
not blowing the transmission, just plain dying.
so I got assigned to a truck. because the truck I've been driving for the past year had a coolant leak that they couldn't find. So I got put in a truck that I was assured and swore it up and down was 100% good to go. I said, all right, let's go. And every time I'm driving it and I shift gears, I'm like, why does it keep making this crunching noise? It seems to be coming from under the floorboard betwixt the driver and passenger seat. Like, is it supposed to be doing that? It's fine. It's fine. I drove it to Atlanta. I drove it to Spartanburg. I
Oh, Lord.
drove it straight from the yard, Tupelo, Mississippi, down to Ozark, Alabama, down to Jacksonville, Florida, and back, fully loaded, 40,000 pound trailers. I mean, like, I was driving it all over the place, and I was like, man, this just doesn't sound right. Well, my air conditioner goes down on Friday. So, what was it? Monday night, I get back, and I'm driving with the windows down and everything, man, because it's so hot. And I put it on the breakdown line, and I said, hey, I just need the air conditioner fixed. And then they hit me up, and they go, yeah, we're putting you back in your old truck because we rebuilt the engine in your old truck. And I said, oh, that's cool. You got to put me back in my old truck because the air conditioner's down? They said, oh, no, this is a motor mount. It's supposed to be one piece. And, dude, it's in two pieces. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
motor mount. Oh, why is the motor mount in two pieces? And they're like, we don't know. But the motor mount was in two pieces. There's 3 motor mounts on a Kenworth. And, yeah, that crunchy noise that you felt and heard every time you shifted gears, that was the sound of your engine coming out of the third mount.
Oh, God.
And I said, what would have happened had the engine not come back down into the mountain? They said, oh, your engine would have fallen out in the middle of the road at 68 miles an hour. And I'm like, so they didn't train me for this at CDL school. What do I do if my engine comes out of the motor mount and falls out in the middle of the road? And they said, oh, you're probably going to die.
Charming.
That's
So-
it. That is not good.
So
Lord.
driving it all over the Southeast with a busted motor mount, I'm just like, you know what? It's not like I cheated death every day or every week. No, it's I cheated death every single time my engine would shift gears. So
Which is
I'm
very
just-
often.
I'm hold on. I just shifted gears. Like I'm
Christ.
I'm just in a state of zen right now. Like, damn, dude, I cheated death over 2,000 times in the past month.
Don't buy a lotto ticket. You've used up all your luck. Every single point of luck you add was spent right there.
Okay, but how am I supposed to win the lottery and buy cattle and buy the Battletech IP and make Battletech good if I can't buy a lotto ticket?
Ask your wife to buy it. Because your wife is lucky that you're alive, but she didn't use up all her luck. You did, but she didn't.
She used up all her luck when she found me.
Oh, dang. That is, oh, yeah. Okay, we'll go with that.
I quote Taylor Swift, I promise that you're never going to find another like me.
Yes, you could keep quoting Taylor Swift. Now everybody hates her, apparently. Jeez. We're turning into a trucking and Taylor Swift video now.
I mean, I took her out on Friday night to the album party, and we actually had a good time. I actually had a good time. She had a good time.
I don't doubt it. I mean,
but like the reaction to this album from all the girlies is like they were so psyched for it. They listened to it one time and they were psyched, and now that they're actually like going through it, they're like, "Hey, this is actually like not good. There's only like 2 good songs on there. Like, what happened?" I'm like, "Hey, I love watching." The Taylor Swift fandom is what is that thing where it's like the snake constantly eating its tail?
The Ouroboros.
Borealis. Yes, that is the Swiftie fandom, a snake eating its tail.
The Aurora Borealis. located entirely in your
Yes.
kitchen. And they,
Yes. So, but I like BattleTech, and I think I'm just watching the reaction of Gothic being released this week. There's no reaction to Gothic being released this week, actually.
honestly, I mean, even I think Author Pops went to dig on the skies that are blue, you know,
Uh
that
huh.
particular horrible place, and he didn't see anything either. Like it's uh Transform and Roll Out bought 3 minis just to look at them,
Hmm.
and he said that he wasted his money. The Firestarter does look good, but it's way too big. It basically looks like an Enforcer and not a Firestarter.
Yeah.
Everything, all the other ones, they've got all those Griblies on them, all those thingy-mabobs just on them, and they don't look good. They are all oversized as well, so they won't fit well next to your other models, which is
Hmm.
weird.
Well, and like the
Look,
plastic that they use
mhm,
doesn't lend itself well to fine detail. Like it
mm.
lends itself well to like the panel lines and all that good stuff, but it doesn't lend itself well to fine details. You're covering these mechs in these like gothic spires and pointy bits and stuff. You need a harder plastic. And so that advert with the gothic marauder that we've been roasting where the autocannon is drooped down, if you look at its cockpit, those spiky bits, they painted those spiky bits green, and I get they're supposed to be like pointy bits, but they come off as looking like the pilot decided he wanted to make a tribute to the WNBA, if you know what I mean.
Oh God.
Like it's
Not
bad.
even DFA Wargaming has any chatter about Gothic.
Well,
Ouch.
DFA, like I'm not really active on their server, like Icarus is and
Mhm,
whatnot. But like I think they're moving towards like other games like Blackout and whatnot and doing their own thing. The one
mhm.
guy, Tom, has all but left because he still hasn't gotten his Mercenaries Kickstarter in.
Good
Dear
lord.
Lord.
But I mean, let's just focus a little bit on that Gothic stuff. I didn't want to talk about it a whole lot because that's the worst thing, right? I was going to be like, this is going to be the talk of the week. Everybody's going to be talking about it, so I won't be talking about it. Anyways, I haven't
Mhm.
bought it. What we've read is what Fubel and what Raphelia shared, which is
Yeah. Oh,
terrible.
yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff.
And I don't remember where it was, but I think even Ares said they were surprised by just the low number of orders they've been getting for it. They haven't had to
Let's do the
restock at
Gothic
all.
talk. Let's do the Gothic talk here. Okay, let's start from the top.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
Aries said they ordered 128 boxes overall. They got half of it, and the other half was delayed. When half is delayed like that, it's usually because you want to hold back stock because you're expecting that you're going to be overselling. You know, if you're a distributor, you're going to be like, okay, you order 128, I send you 64 now. I have your other 64 here, but I'm not sending them until all my other orders are paid off and sent out.
Yeah.
So I am sure that every single reseller that I have as a distributor will have something. Does that make sense to everyone?
Well, I mean that's fair
Sure.
enough.
Yeah, that's for those FOMO boxes like Warhammer. That's often what the distributors do. I know a couple guys who run game stores. Let's leave it at that. Um, and one of them gets a lot of Warhammer stuff, even though he's a smaller store. He gets a lot of Warhammer stuff because he's been in the business for 30 years and he's very good friends with a lot of people and he bypasses part of those things. But for Ares, they got their first shipment 64. Their second shipment was held back. The 64 original ones already pre-sold. Those moved out. He got his second batch of 64. They were all already pre-sold from what I understood, but only like half the people showed up to pick them up for the second half.
Mm.
So he's sitting on like 32 boxes of Gothic. usually in 10 days, 12 days, which is the time frame he has here, he usually places his second order to this distributor saying like, yeah, ship me back another 60 boxes. Because Ares is huge. Okay. They're the biggest ones that I remember that sell Warhammer online. Not Warhammer, Battletech online.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't placed their second order yet. It was you, Tanky, that went to your store and there was like 9 boxes lined up, right?
Yeah, so last Friday, I found myself down there in Birmingham, Alabama. Despite the size of that city, there's really not a lot of game stores that I'm aware of, other than, of course, your Warhammer store. Which every decently sized city's got a Warhammer store, almost. So I walked into this game store, and much to my surprise, there were 7 boxes, and he has them lined up on the floor.
Which is
But
not the
he
best
also
for a box.
not the best place to put new product, but whatever. But he did have like 3 boxes of Star League Battle Group, the one with the painted lament.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, how much is this? And he says, 99.99. I was like, oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you. I just bought a bottle of white pro acryl and left it at that because, normally they would say it's $99.99, but you also get your friendly local game store discount. Well, he doesn't do that, so I'm not getting it. And I left it there. I'll be back down there this Friday because I got to go get genetically tested. We're going to find out what the hell I actually am.
You're a human.
I'm some sort of mutant. I'm some sort of mutant alien.
Okay.
I'm something. We're gonna figure out what I am. The lab coats there at UAB are gonna look at my blood work and they're gonna be like, "Dude, we've never seen anything like this. Like, this might be the closest thing to a Wookiee or a Balchinian that we've ever come across." But when I get done getting genetically tested, I'm gonna go over there and see how many boxes are left.
I don't want to be mean,
I predict
but I think 7.
I predict 6
Predict
because
6? Okay.
my prediction is 6 because there is an Alpha Strike group down there, and knowing how Alpha Strike groups are, I'm sure at least someone's going to buy a box for the group to play with.
Yeah, that's actually a reasonable assumption. But honestly, it was poorly marketed. It was poorly set up. Everybody mocked it when they actually did the announcement. So,
like my local server, we put a rage channel in specifically for wigging out about Gothic and all the other dumb stuff Catalyst does, and we've been tearing it up this week. Like someone pointed out, like, why would you announce this product on April Fools? And you want this product to be taken seriously. You want your product to be taken seriously. And for such a radical jump, you announce it on April Fools. Like, what the hell is this? And then you sit there and say, oh, don't worry. We've also got like 6 other alternate universes planned. So is this a FOMO box? Is this going to be something I'll be able to get 5 years from now still? Like, what are we actually doing here?
I mean,
A
130
non-Kickstarter
Canadian,
cash grab?
130 Canadian for it.
I mean,
I'm
even
not
with
buying
y'all's piss poor exchange rate, like, no.
Like, the worst thing is, like, it's 7 mechs.
I thought it was 8.
Oh no, okay. It's 7 high quality and 1 high quality with 5 different faction heads. Because you've got the fancy Atlas where you can change the head.
Look, man, I really want that Atlas because I can do something really funny with the Merrick, with the House Merrick head. I have an opportunity to do something really funny with that.
You gonna make a cone head?
You could
Of course
say
he is.
that. You could
Oh.
say
Yes,
that.
yes,
Oh,
a particular type of cone head, which is popular in the
Oh
south of the
wee oh,
U.S.
oh wee oh.
I mean, the blind boxes being 15 Canadian is not motivating me either, because I was thinking of maybe getting a few blind boxes just to check out the models. And I mean, that's probably what's gonna sell the best, because you can use those blind boxes. You can use the mech you get in your blind box at any time, right? It's
This is
still
one
a
of the.
mech.
It's one of the few salvage boxes I'm willing to buy. Because, like, in theory, if there's 9 boxes on the pallet and there's 8 mechs, in theory, you'll get one of assuming they don't jumble them up, you'll get one of
Mhm.
each mech out of the box plus a spare. So, like, that won't be too
Those are might
bad.
not be bad, and I mean, like I said, you can use them, but they don't look good either. That's the other problem. It doesn't. They don't even look good. I mean,
I think
everything's
if you
done.
paint them like junk Mad Max post-apoc style instead of trying to take it seriously and paint it in like paint them up like Titans and stuff, I think they could look good, but who's
one
willing to
art
do
that
it?
one art that they had that I really liked. Well, two. One was the king crab because come on,
It's a king crab.
love it. The second one was their Phoenix Hawk one because they did it up kind of like a Rosselhog kind of thing because it had Rosselhog pictures. It also oddly had some of the Rosselhog emblems from the Hairbrain Schemes Battletech game. But I liked the idea of doing that for Rosselhog pirates.
Mm.
You know, just
That's the thing.
proliferate just
Everybody
out
that
the.
talks about Gothic, it's always, yeah, I can buy those mechs and make them pirates.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about Gothic itself. For the mechs, it's like, yeah, I know, and worse, it's not even I can buy those mech and make them pirate. It's I guess I can buy those mechs.
Yeah.
What we're talking about. Like, you could just throw a dart at anywhere in the inner sphere and come up with a thematic set instead of doing this.
Like,
so then, like
everyone who's mentioning Gothic is like, "Wow, this sucks. I wish they didn't do this. I wish they had done anything else."
I wish we got Celestials.
Mm-hmm.
But the Celestials were delayed for Aces, not for Gothic. Gothic delayed something else.
Which, I mean, my joke, my long running, probably to the point of being overused joke about Aces aside, like, did we really need Aces as opposed to literally anything else?
Well, at least it's a set of, either new mechs or new variants in the box. So I'm a little bit more interested in that rather than it's a Marauder, but it's got Gribblies on it. Right? So,
yeah.
I mean, or if you play it like that, it's a Marauder with a pair of binary lasers, so it sucks more than a regular Marauder. 2 thumbs up, players.
Well, what's funny about the record sheets in Gothic, because I've got the cardboard coming. I'm about to one of the minor resellers on Facebook. I'm about to get the cardboard stack out of that box. But from what I understand, the record sheets for them, some of those mechs have swords, which, okay, cool, makes sense. We're in a Gothic setting and we want to stab them all to sword. Why doesn't the miniature, like, you had an opportunity to do some really cool stuff. You were already making new molds for these new sculpts, but instead of giving them swords, you just made them stylized and said, "Oh, but don't worry, there's a record sheet that has swords." Like, it's very lazy. It's very lazy and half-baked.
Yes, and Nexus of Ice is just saying the truth there. People would rather have lambs. Give us a Phoenix.
Well, we have lambs.
Box, a Stinger lamb box.
We have the Urban Mech lamb. Be happy.
I want
That's a
Celestials
joke. That's a
and
joke.
I want Wop Lambs. I want both those boxes, please, and thank you. And a box of Celestials, and that's the
Celestial
purifiers.
battle armors.
Purifiers.
Look,
Yes.
I mean,
there's
At
a
least
million
1.5
things
all
I'd
those-
want. Even with a printer, there's a million things I'd want before Gothic, and there's a million things I'd want before even the stuff that they're announcing. I mean, like I said, I've done all the Inner Sphere Omnis, or I've been going through the Inner Sphere Omnis all the time there. I mean, I'd want those Inner Sphere Omnis boxes. But no, we
And we
get a
can't even-
Battletech Battlefield Emplacement box for $60
Oh,
with the turrets that don't fit on the little mounts that they provide you with.
My groups were already printing those things.
dude, I quote Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. You best start believing in Games Workshop pricing for Battletech. You're in it now.
Agony.
Because you break that price point, like USD, you break that down between the 3 turrets. 3 turrets in that box. Is it 3 turrets? I
It's
think
4
it's 3 turrets.
and 4 little bases that are different sizes.
You break those 4 turrets down by that price point, you're at Space Marine territory.
Yeah. I mean, same thing. The new Star League Battle Group, the 3rd Star League Battle Group with the pre-paint Savage Wolf that doesn't show as pre-paint in their sale boxes, which is ridiculous.
Amazing.
This is also $60, but at least you get 6 minis, including a terrible vehicle. Well, no, it's actually a cool vehicle. Yeah, it's a cool vehicle, and it's a Malice. It's bad. That's a Peacekeeper, which is awesome. That's a Wendigo, which is awesome. That's a Savage Wolf, which is awesome. And this one I can't remember. It's the
Lancelot?
Scroll down a little.
Excalibur.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, it's all over the place as a box still. I mean, 2 clan mechs, 3 Inner Sphere mechs, the recovery vehicle.
I mean,
Well,
all
we
the
don't
folks
still
online.
have the Ares. I mean, we should have
All
an
the
Ares
folks-
model by now.
All the folks
Standard
online
Battletech.
talking. All the folks online talking about that particular box are singing praises for the Savior because it's articulated. Like the bed raises and lowers, and the sides of it raise and lower.
Oh,
So they're
that's
like,
really
"Oh, this
cool.
is really cool.
I
This is
like
really
that.
cool."
That
Yeah.
is really cool. Okay, I mean, I'll probably get that box so
I'll
I can
probably
do a
get
video on
one.
the Savage Wolf and the Excalibur because I've done video on all the 3 others already.
Right.
Now, here's the thing. All of the other boxes are usually a legitimate formation.
Mhm. This is not a legitimate formation. You are right.
Like,
Dead
that's why they
gum.
sell the clans in packs of 5.
But like all
Those
the
don't
other
move
boxes,
unit. The legendary MechWarrior boxes haven't been moving units recently either.
and
So-
like all the other boxes that they announced, like we've been talking about, the Celestials. But even beyond that, there's supposed to be a society box. There's supposed to be like a society box with proto mechs. There's supposed to be a battle armor box that's going to be like, what is it? I think it's like Fenrir's and Achilles or something like that. It's like,
Yeah,
man, those would be really cool.
I would love my
But-
dogs.
But what are we actually doing? Well, we're promoting everyone but Catalyst products on Catalyst channels, and we're doing Aces,
Including-
which is outsourced
including
to
a
another
mosquito
company.
repellent system. That's what
We're
the
backing,
latest thing that
we're-
they backed on Kickstarter is a mosquito repellent thing.
We're actually backing a mosquito repellent device on Kickstarter. But why? But why? That's all I have to say is, but why? But why?
Why?
Yeah.
Is that the one
The,
with Gothic? No,
there
okay, it's
was-
not the Gothic one. Okay, they haven't
was
released the
supposed to be
Gothic shrapnel yet? I thought they did.
Guess not. There was
Oh.
supposed to be a reaving box that was just going to be a bunch of. Basically, it's more of a society box, but it would have had a bunch of
Yeah.
protos and some of their society, at least one of each society mech.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
supposed to be
More
it was
things.
supposed to be the syphilis, the osteon, and the septicemia.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
they were going to
the
have
3 society mechs, yeah.
It was going to be the Bogart and the Basilisk quad, and then the premium mech was going to
Hobgoblin.
be the. I thought it was going to be the Sprite because the Sprite's the actual good one that I would use out of there. 'Cause it's got 4 LRM5s.
Yeah. Rock, Bogart, Sprite, Basilisk Quad, and a Satyr, and then a premium Hobgoblin from the old thing that got saved.
I mean, that would be sick. Where is
A
it?
box set with TROs and mech like the old reinforcement boxes for $200. I mean, the thing is, Battletech can't afford to make boxes that expensive.
Mhm.
I mean, Gothic, they won't be selling Gothic because it's too expensive. Magistrix Riley, on X basically said that, like, I'd be interested in it, but not for $100. And the worst thing is, like I keep saying, that box doesn't include anything really Gothic. You've got those mechs, but you don't have the A-bombs. You don't have any new mechs or any new thing that brings something really different to the game. And you don't have a TRO. You just have like the stats of the basic baseline stuff. So you're missing a whole lot for $100 US. It's not very good, right?
And the kicker,
Yeah.
and another kicker to that is that Deadgum, when you look at the contents,
Mm-hmm.
8 mechs, cardboard punch-out terrain, cardboard punch-out standees, a primer, a novella, record sheets. These ones at least are supposed to be premium, like full color art, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A map of the universe, all that good stuff, and 2d6. Well, that's essentially the contents of Agoak, but Agoak is half the price.
And has 12 mechs.
Mm-hmm.
Agoak has 8 mechs.
8? Oh, yeah, you're right. That's 8.
It's 2
Yeah,
lances.
2 lances.
Gothic is also 2 lances.
Yeah, it's lances of even, well, if you like the Scorpion, I guess, and if you like the
If you like the
urban,
urban mech, I guess.
I don't
I'll
like
take
the
a
urban
Scorpion
mech.
over an urban mech any day.
Oh yeah,
But like, and the thing is the rules in Gothic it includes rules for the abominations. And I'm watching a couple of months ago. I was on my way to Chicago actually, and I'm listening to Ash Barker review it because also we're going to send advanced copies of the boxes out to people who don't actually play BattleTech. Ash Barker doesn't actually play BattleTech. He features it on his channel, but he doesn't actually play BattleTech. He's a Warhammer, Warcry, Infinity channel at the end of the day. But Deadgum, he's going through the rules, and I'm listening to him describe how the abominations work, and I'm like, well, these are just infantry, battle armor, and proto-mech rules.
yeah, it's
So,
nothing new.
out of the box, you've got, and it does have the, how to play BattleTech rules in it that Agoak has. So, I mean, that is technically a good thing. Plus, you're also getting infantry, battle armor, and proto-mech rules, but they're done to run the abominations, not to run actual infantry, battle armor, and proto-mechs.
Yep.
So I can't even sit here and say, oh, get this box if you want to know how to run battle armor and proto-mechs. Like, I can't even say that.
I have screamed about this before. I have yelled about it before. This box should have been a Wars of Reading starter box to introduce the protos.
Yes.
If they want to revamp the proto rules, they should have done that, not some weird, goofy nonsense. That could have just been a single, like the Irby Lamb box. It could have been just pick any 4, or hell, just do the Atlas, the Marauder, the whatever ones that had the weird little capes on it. Give it the bunch of the separate heads and extra pieces that you wanted to do, and do a goofy, we expect Catalyst to do weird things on April Fools. Okay, we've done it multiple times. They were mostly TROs. That's fine. But come on! If you want to reintroduce the proto-mechs, actually use proto-mechs.
Like, what if it was a model count like the Alpha Strike box, right? And you could have a tray featuring the 3 Society Omni-mechs, maybe a variant sculpt to be like the Jaguar Osteon. And then you could also include 3 Proto-mechs, and then have a star of Homeworld clan mechs, like a Savage Coyote, a Rabid Coyote,
Yeah.
a Blood Kite, and a Stooping Hawk. And then like
Some of the ones
what's
we
a
haven't seen
what
before.
what's another Homeworld mech that you wouldn't see in the Inner Sphere?
A predator.
I would say blood S, but we finally got that.
I mean,
Thank you,
We've
son.
got
go
the
with.
Blood
They
Asp.
should have had one mech from each of the minor clans of the Homeworld clans.
A Mandrill, sure, why not? A Mandrill.
Mandrill, yes, because the Mandrill is awesome.
Is it a quad mech? Is it a biped mech? The answer is yes. It can do
The
both.
answer is who knows.
It's whatever it needs to be.
We can't actually get an answer from the Mandrills as to what it is because they're too busy fighting each other. You'd think they were founded by the Merricks or something. They're the Merrick clan.
I think they got wiped out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Mandrill's
they're
got wiped
gone.
out. Look, dude,
Toodaloo,
all
bye-bye.
the clans, all the clans that are on your side in Vengeance have gotten wiped out in real history.
Yeah.
So you
how
are
we're putting
lucky
this
you have the
Barack.
Mandrills.
That I don't remember you said that. Barack. Let's have a Barack.
Oh, Barack's a cool mech. I mean, Alpha
Oh,
Strike
yeah. Put
is
a Barack in
$95.
there, yeah.
Now, Alpha Strike is $95, and this one gives you what, 13 mechs?
2 lances and a star.
Yeah, 13 mechs for cheaper than Gothic. And while most of those are reprints, you get 2 unique ones. While in Gothic, you get only reprints. Well, not only.
Technically 8 uniques, but 8. I don't even know
8
what.
uniques everybody
what we're
8
has.
classifying
uniques
it
that you
as.
wouldn't use for anything else except
It gives you the Wraith.
No, the Alpha Strike gives you the Wraith and it gives you the Cougar. This is a fantastic box.
Pouncer.
Okay, the Pouncer. Sorry, this is a fantastic box. Just because it has a Wraith in it, you should buy 12 of those, so you have your company of Wraith.
You also get a variant Warhawk, the good variant.
Mm-hmm.
You get a variant Archer, which is cool, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
2K.
Things open.
I think it's a variant Locust, which is also cool.
And you get a 4th Warhammer sculpt.
I mean,
yup.
they
Yet another Atlas. Yet another Mad Cat.
yeah, the Mad Cat is one of those things you can never really have too many of, right?
And that's the whole idea behind an Omni-Mech, because you just take different variants of them.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh, a variant Fire Moth. And it's actually a really cool variant Fire Moth that a lot of people have banned from their tables.
The H.
Yeah. And another Locust, so you can actually have your Locust pairs being silly little guys.
I mean,
Well, and then speaking of Locust, here's another idea. Make an $80 box like that, but it's the Bug Company. I'll pay $80 to get a Lance of Locust, a Lance of Stinger, a Lance of Wasp.
yeah, give
That
it and
was
4 different
on-
and 4 different variation of each. You know,
Yeah,
4
that
different
was-
configs.
That was one of the company box ideas on the list. It would be 4 Wasps, 4 Stingers, and 4 Locusts.
I mean, you could do 3-3-3-3 with 3 fleas, 3 locusts, 3 stingers, 3 wasps. So you'd have a little bit more variety.
Granted, I'm already building my own bug company, but hey, same diff.
And hey, if you're
But I
using
mean,
it for anything else on the tabletop,
But I
that's
mean,
just,
a
here's
Bug
the
Company
disposable
box,
stuff.
a Bug Company box would sell.
Oh yeah,
Because like,
can see
oh
that
wow,
selling.
I'm always gonna need light mechs. Because like all these boxes are super top heavy with heavy mechs and assault mechs. I mean, hell, the mercenary lances, the Kellhound's Striker lance is the lightest lance out of all of them. Everyone else is Highlanders and Warhammers and Sagittarius
Gunslinger.
and Atlases and Gunslingers. Like, you reach a point where it's like, dang, I mean, on one hand, it's like, okay, well, assault mechs and heavy mechs are cool and they look cool, yeah, but we're playing a battle value balanced game. I can only bring so many heavy and assault mechs.
I mean, look at how Warhammer sells their boxes. You have one hero unit, your big one that you center the set around, and then you have chaff.
Mm-hmm.
and then like one special one, right?
Yeah, a dreadnought, a vehicle of some sort,
And then
captain,
chaff.
sergeant, lieutenant, dude, and then like your chaff units.
You don't just buy 20 Termagants.
I mean, the thing, BattleTech is played completely differently, so you can't really do that. But you know,
And that's the only pushback I ever get when I point out that we are in Games Workshop pricing territory for these boxes is, well, you don't buy BattleTech like you would, like you got to buy like 5 Space Marine boxes to have even a fraction of your army of Space Marines. With BattleTech, you just buy one. No, you're buying 3 Lance boxes to get
Mm-hmm.
1 mech out of each of them to make your Lance.
Or worse. Well, I have this mech in this paint color, but I also want one for this faction I'm also doing.
Yeah. I mean,
and
sitting here, I'm doing mental gymnastics trying to figure out why I'm painting a panther purple when panthers aren't really all that common in the Free Worlds League.
wasn't there
was a cat?
one? I think there's one variant of the Panther. No, it's the opposite. The Curetans bought Hermes from the Merricks.
Didn't they also
I'm
use the
never painting
spider?
a Hermes red.
Painting an Hermes. I'm never painting an Hermes. Period. No, it's a good mech.
The C3 Panthers are on Merc lists.
No love for the Ornet. No, there
The egg.
is
No.
absolutely no love for the Ornet by Frostbite T.
We'll put that in with the bug mech box.
The Hornet
It'll be
knows
shaped
what
like
it
a
did.
beehive.
I mean, if you
Hornets on
included
a
Hornets
repentance
in the
crusade for being such a piece of crap.
bug mech box, people would.
What is this? What is this? Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
bug mech.
the Ornet is.
Yeah.
It is a bug mech. Yes, it is in the weight range of the bug mechs, the weapon capacity of the bug mechs. It doesn't quite move like a, but it does bug mech things, I guess.
It is a scorpion.
And there's a new
I guess
version being
around
built by the
didn't,
Filtveld
make it easier to
Coalition
paint.
with compact heat sinks.
Good lord, why?
I mean, yeah, they're easy to paint.
This does re-engineer.
I'm honestly not sure I'd be able to sell the Ornet. It is also not. I am sorry.
What if Urban Mech but skinnier legs and faster and give it a Space Marine jump pack? Because why not?
What an urban mech butt egg.
Am I?
Yes.
I tried to do this.
So,
Am I back?
I was also having problems.
Okay.
oh yeah,
I
you're
hear
back.
you.
Okay. Good. Right.
We need clan.
sorts of
We
weird
need
things
clan
going
vehicle packs.
Mhm.
We
So,
need
yeah.
bug companies. We need clan
Seller.
vehicle packs.
Or big
and
mover.
we just need actual good product.
So we just need someone who isn't
I mean,
CGL.
just give us product that will.
There is a
I mean-
on the list. There was a unnamed clan vehicle pack proposed that would have 2 Donners, 2 Joust medium tanks, 2 Athenas, and 2 Mars. But I think that's like the only clan tank thing that in the proposal.
Yeah,
I believe
It's sad,
so.
man. It's sad.
They don't.
The
I mean-
Hell's Horses one would have had 2 Apana in it, but then it would also be a Adder A, Doom Corsair, a Cygus, Hellstar, and a Hellbringer E.
Why?
I'd buy it.
Give us actual.
go for
No,
that.
but give us actual. Give us all the clan Ellsworth mechs. Just start. mean, the Doom Courser, yes, but you need you also need their original one. Balius,
The
a Doom
Thunder
Courser,
Stallion.
and what's the other one that they
Thunder Stallion.
Yeah.
Thunder Stallion, yes, which is it's something.
Silly.
Yep.
It's something.
It's
Yep.
Fun.
There was
I mean,
dude,
Jade
every
Falcon
clan in every house, like they have product. Every clan in every house has at least 2 to 4 boxes
easily.
of unique mechs.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, they've
fudge,
been
dude.
pushing the Omni Corvus in a bunch of novels. Well, maybe just Bri, but you know, we could get an Omni Corvus box. I mean, or give us a bunch of the old Omnis in a box.
Yeah. If they keep doing Star Lake, we'll give us Clan Golden Century.
There
Give me
you
some of
go.
those weird design. They kind of did that with the Coyote, but give me the Naga. Give me Woodsman.
The
Give me some of the
Lupus?
weirder
Give me the
stuff.
Warlock that
Wakazashi.
is referenced in multiple articles and multiple books, but we don't know what it is.
The
It is
Wakazashi. The Drift
the
Oh,
Drift
Drift Shag. It's
Shag.
just the Hermes 2C.
The Drift Shag.
And then
That's
hell, a
such
Star
a
League.
cool name.
it's actually kind of it's basically a Falcon
It is a
2C, I
Falcon.
think.
Falconer.
It's a Falcon
No,
2C.
not to be confused with the Falconer. It's a Falcon.
No,
It's a Falcon because the Falconer is really good. While the Falcon is, there's a version with Stun Nose PPC. Let's leave it at that. There is a version of the Falcon with a Stun Nose PPC, and that one is good. The other Falcon has a pair of rear firing machine guns. That's
Why?
not as good.
I can justify rear facing small and medium lasers on a medium or a light mech. I can't justify machine guns rear facing.
Ah,
I
infantry are
can't
sneaking up on me.
I already have a hard time with rear facing weapon on anything that's not a quad. Don't ask me to put rear facing machine guns on shit, because I am going to shank you if you do that. Okay. I do
Machine
not
guns
do
on
those
a
kinds of
Battletech turret,
modifications
though.
to mechs. The Alliance,
Dude,
good.
We have a Hellion.
us dudes.
We don't have a Snow
Star
Fox
League
though. I want a Snow Fox.
Nightshades and with like nightshades and rhinos and furies. Like that would be a cool vehicle pack right there. Star League
Just
had
give
some
us a vehicle
really
box
tight
to
tanks.
begin with.
Von Luckner, and then you can have the royal one be part of the clan list.
Burks.
There's even an Omni version of the Snow Fox built by
yeah.
the
cool.
Goliath Scorpions. See that cute little dude there? We want this model, Catalyst. Don't give us Gothic. Give us this cute little dude.
He's
That
just a
kind of
silly
threw me
little
when I
guy.
was looking at quad
Fire
mechs, I see
Scorpion.
Snow Fox pop up, and then it goes extinct, and then it starts coming up again in the Omni list.
I think it's a later era, but a Fire Scorpion.
Oh, the Fire Scorpion's a big nasty individual.
We're talking quads, the Tarantula.
Mm.
The Fire Scorpion is in the 65-ton clan range, which is always the weirdest range they have, because there's a bunch of quads, there's a bunch of weird shit. He's got like tons of anti-personal pods and one of each of the big guns in the 10 category. Like,
And as we found out a few weeks ago, an armored cowl.
yes, an armored cowl, because it's got those pincers in front of it. It is like getting those silly mechs would be fun. Like, you don't need to give us like a Gribley's Marauder. I mean, you've got silly looking mechs already.
Belarus, the other horse-looking mech.
Valius. Yeah, I've got
Valius.
6 of them or 7 of them on my desk. I painted them and I hated it. I think this is supposed to be the cockpit, actually. But I painted the eyes as if they were the cockpit. But I think this is supposed to be the cockpit. Never mind.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the horse's neck is where the cockpit is, apparently.
Yeah,
but they also have
it's nice.
a quad battle. They have it's horse shape. It's called the I guess it's pronounced, but it's not spelled, not to be confused with the Barack mech or the Barack
Burak.
president.
I think it's Burak. Burak
It's something.
with the hard K.
Oh, not the hard K. No, he really
It's
said
a
the
Q.
hard
Okay,
K
it's an
on the
hard
stream.
Q. Sorry, I said the
Ooh,
hard
that's
Q.
even worse, man. Not the hard
Pair of
Q.
machine guns. Okay,
But it
got a
moves
pair of machine
fast,
guns.
I think.
Biomer
But it moves
booster,
at
and it
7. A
goes
battle
5.
armor that moves 7. The fuck?
Gotta go fast.
Oh, my
Hey, how many points of
7. I'm
Okay,
looking at it
the
right now.
light.
7. 7 plus 1.
have parallels that move?
Yeah, those are heavy machine guns.
There's one with a bear hunter and improved
Yeah,
sensors.
but bear hunters are not very good. But then
And a
again,
light tag
3d6
and
damage versus battle armors.
advanced
You're going to be killing
SCM.
battle armors with that thing fairly quickly.
There's one with a light tag and advanced SRMs with 4 shots.
I think I still like the machine guns better.
Yeah, machine guns do have way
Behold,
more ammo.
Hell's Horse's Horse.
50
Happy.
each.
Happy you're here, Belch. Don't worry. I'm happy you're here. I mean, okay.
If I recall correctly, the horses are also one of the few that brought back Protomechs as well. So there's another excuse to bring back
yeah,
Protomechs.
Got so many excuses
in
to
a
bring back
proper
Protomechs.
manner.
Wig is their protomech.
I mean, you could literally make a game out of Protomechs. Just make a new game with Protomechs and battle armors being the standard, and go with that.
Put your conventional infantry there.
Oh yeah, the improved laser and the SRM 5 version of the Minotaur. That actually goes a little quicker than normal.
Okay. Yes, you're right, Defiant. The Yeoman is a silly little thing as well. It will always be a silly little thing, and it's never very good, and it's no longer in production. So at least we don't have to worry about more Yeomen showing up.
All right, the one I can never freaking pronounce. It starts with an SBAR, whatever. Yeah, and it's got like glider thrusters.
I think I'm back.
Only wig.
And it's literally like it's a horse protomech, but it's bipedal, so it looks extra funky.
And it has partial wings, so it's meant
what's
to
his name?
use...
The show on Netflix there.
BoJack Horseman.
It's BoJack Horseman, the armor. That's what it is.
But what's even weirder about it is it's got partial wings, and it's supposed to be one of those super heavy glider protomechs. So you have to know wing and ground effect rules in order to use it. And it's just weird.
Yeah, okay. This one I might not put in a box right away, just because you would the wig rules.
Wiggies.
But wigs are pretty forgiving for their movement, as far as vehicles go. And this is the only clan vehicle that uses that movement.
The Minotaur is always funny.
Right, so you were talking... So you mentioned bringing a Protomech game, where it's like a Protomech game. Well, what if we just re-released Battle Troops, but then did a Protomech expansion for it?
Dude, you'd be making money. Stop thinking that.
Hang on. That sounds like a good idea.
Can't have that.
Well, I mean, we can still have a product that makes money, and we can still get Brian Young to write the novel talking about chaotic gay protomech pilots, like trying to do chaotic gay things in their protomechs, I guess.
No, they're protomech pilots. It's not like they do anything but sit in their protomechs because they got like their legs and their arms chopped off.
It also lets you literally sell rocks to
fully drugged out of their mind.
So if they're drugged out of their mind, that's just Brian Young's standard. Never mind. Let's not get into that.
not get into that. And looks like I gotta
Like, there's
pop
Have a
off
very
here.
nice evening,
You'll have a
the
good one.
Rock
We'll
and
see
the
you tomorrow.
But
Like,
yes, you know what? There's the Ace game that they need to make because it's Hell's Horses is the one that's bringing out the Protomechs. Do Hell's Horses a bunch of Protomechs on there, and they are just ripping through. I don't know where are they at now. You know what? Wolf. Let's do Wolf. Wolf hasn't been kicked in the nuts enough yet,
No,
in my opinion.
they
Let's beat
already
up on
stole
Wolf some more.
all the wolves territory, so they could go fight the Lyrans.
All
Just
right,
go fight the
Falcons are next.
Lyrans. Everybody likes fighting with Lyrans.
oh yeah, well, Irons ran
Yeah.
out of money now, so they're liable to get kicked.
All right, or the Falcons. They deserve
No,
it
the
too.
Ellsworths already tried to kick the Falcons and got their asses kicked. But never mind.
Oh darn.
Have a good evening.
Yep, latest.
There's also, like, just the style of their appearance. Like, look at the Delphine. It's just a dragon.
Rawr! I'm a dragon, bitches.
Is that the Belle Delphine protomech?
This is the Belle Delphine Protomech, yes, with a medium pulse laser in its mouth.
I want a whole trinary of Belle Delphine protomechs. And on their bases, I'll put them on water bases with like a clear resin to make it look like water, and I'll give it a slight yellow tinge to reflect the bath water.
Please stop.
Oh, I'm just getting started.
That's the worst thing. I know you're just getting started. Those things were built by Clan Fire Mandrill? What the? That's why it's retarded. Okay, now it makes sense.
Why is it built by Clan Fire Mandrill if it doesn't look like a monkey?
There's still it still looks retarded, so it still works. But I mean,
But it
most
doesn't
of, I
look like a
mean,
retarded
from what I
monkey.
understand, the Protomech art, they got the first draft and they just went, yeah, sure. So that didn't work quite well, let's say. Whee! Rocks jumping off a dropship.
You even have, like, a special dropship for them, too, so
I mean,
sell that as a
Oh yeah, the what is that? The Arcadia, I think it is.
yeah, for just, like, deploying a tray of Protomechs.
I mean, there's so much stuff they could do, but they decide to go with,
A bad idea.
a bad idea. But I mean, and if you read the where Ophelia watched and commented on the Tuesday Newsday yesterday, Herb's distancing himself from Gothic already. Like, full stop there. He's just, no, it wasn't really my idea. I just wrote all of it. I wrote the novel and I wrote the primer, but it wasn't really my idea. And yeah, I don't really know Trench Crusade or 40K. Yeah, that makes sense, because if that's what you're writing, it makes sense. Like, if they're already distancing themselves from it, that's not a good sign.
In his defense, there's still a lot of people out there that don't know what Trench Crusade is, and I honestly envy those people. I really do. But were those her actual comments on the video, or was that her commentary to us on the video?
A mix of both, actually.
Oh man, if she dropped those comments on the stream, bro, she's not going to be commenting again on their streams, I don't think.
Oh, she's already shadow banned on a bunch of stuff on YouTube for being too meany.
Wow.
I think I have to go for some comments of some people on my streams. Generally, I don't ban. I've banned one person because Larry's a piece of shit. You know who you are, Larry. I don't know if you're watching. I don't think he is, but you know you are. I mean, and and I banned Pudding, Master House Master Pudding, also known as Jason Livermore. So I mean, the
always has to be banned. He needs to be banned. He needs to be banned.
You shouldn't be on any single Battletech channel. You shouldn't be on any single thing. You should just be banned everywhere, because he is a piece of trash. Just like
Yeah.
Larry is a piece of trash. He was in my comics days. I did stream with him a few times, and I thought he was okay, but then he kind of went off the rails. And yeah,
So we're a trucking Taylor Swift drama channel now.
there we go. You drama.
Do you want me to go get more drama?
I mean, I'm trying to distance myself from drama as much as possible, but there's a few people like Pudding that deserve to be shunned. There's a few people like that.
Oh, too bad. 1,000-page Google Document.
It's crazy.
I mean, other there's not that many other people that I would be like banning or anything, but there's a few people I have to go and manually go and say like, yes, I agree that this person can comment on my videos, because a few things show up and they're like, well, those are normal comments. Why are they not being banned or being blocked? Oh well, weirder things have happened.
Yeah. I don't know that side of YouTube yet, but
I don't.
it is what it is.
I try not to go into drama anymore. I got involved in it because outside of my true desire, and I don't want to be in that at all. It's not worth it. Not worth your energy. Not worth your time. It's just not pleasant to do at all. Herb's already moved on to new things to piss off other fans. Oof. I mean, could they, like, if they wanted to do cool AU stuff, could they do an AU with Shadowrun where the game still exists and people still want it? That'd be another thing they could do, right?
You know, kind of like cashing in on that, on those April Fools they've done over the years, where they combine Shadowrun with Battletech. So you have guys casting spells from the cockpit of Celestial Omnimechs, which we could do if we had a Celestial Omnimech pack, but details.
Details. But I mean, you're right. I mean, there's stuff they could do that people would probably gravitate towards, and it might revive, Shadowrun, which is pretty much a dead game now.
It's basically the only thing Catalyst streams, other than Tuesday Newsday, that is their own work. Everything else is outsourced. All the stuff about Aces is outsourced to whatever that Canadian channel is. And then all they really do is just hype up other people's work.
Yeah.
Like they're uploading all these clips from their 8-hour streams, which who the hell has time to watch an 8-hour stream? Fucking neats, get a job. But they're clipping them and re-uploading them, and it's like interviewing Chessex Dice, interviewing Paizo Games developer, interviewing this. This is like, this is Catalyst. Why aren't we hyping up our? You will never see Games Workshop interviewing
the people for Infinity, as an example.
Well, I was trying to think because I used to know who it was. You'll never see them interviewing the developers of Flames of War. You're never going to see Games Workshop going, "Oh, tell us about Flames of War, the 15 millimeter historical war game that's kind of sort of competing with Legions Imperialis." DreamPod, you're never going to see them interviewing Gale Force 9 or DreamPod 9.
Come on,
Games
Mr.
Workshop
Nguyen
is
too
only
busy in his office in Montreal trying to make sure that his products actually ship. Okay. Poor DreamPod.
Well, I can get the rule book secondhand off of eBay. I mean, I have Jovian Chronicles, which sounds cool, but like, where are the ships and the mechs?
They're very hard to get nowadays, unfortunately.
Yeah,
and I mean, Jovian's
exactly.
more fun to play as an RPG than to play as a tabletop. I've played both. I've played DreamPod 9 stuff in the past, and Jovian, I can tell you, is more fun to play as an RPG than as a war game, because it's it works as an RPG. It works really well.
I really want to get the rest of the rules for their Gearkrieg line of games. Like, I have Luftkrieg, which is kind of cool because it's got like,
funny, I don't know, like, you stayed at.
Oh yeah.
RPG drive-through RPG. Yeah, that's what's called.
No.
Drive-through RPG.
You can get the books printed off of Drive-Through RPG for Gearkrieg?
Oh no, I have the PDFs.
Oh, sick.
I have all the PDFs. Well, not all of them, but most of them. I don't know if they still exist. What is my logon for that?
Are you sure you
I
want to
think I'm
show that?
connected through. Yeah, I'm connected through my. I'm connected through my Facebook. Okay. I've got the activity books because those are fun. The TRO Risk that they released on April Fools, that was awesome. Yeah, I've got a lot of Battletech stuff here.
Well, and there's another thing too. Like, I know Catalyst sells these things, like you can buy the books and all that off of their web store, but like, why are you outsourcing to Drive Through RPG for everything as well? Like, what's my incentive to get it from your web store if I can just buy it off of Drive Through RPG?
I think it's a bit cheaper if you get it from their store because they don't have to pay for the thing here. But I've got the Gear Creek Tactical Rule Book, the Gear Creek Companion, Axis Source Books, Allies Source Book, Finding
Oh,
Vehicles of Modern
sick.
Age, Field of War, and those are the books I got when I did my run of running Gear Creek, which I played online with a bunch of friends and on table with others.
See, and
It's
I just
very unbalanced, but it's fun.
see, and I just traded in my Conflict 46 starter box. I just returned it to the game store because my heart's just not in it. But I would be so down to do Gear Krieg. I would be so
The
down
problem
for
is
that and
those
Loot
models
Krieg.
just don't exist anymore. They're just gone. Like there might be
Like, I
some
mean,
people that have them, but or you could
well, I mean,
probably 3D print.
yeah, I was gonna say it would be nothing for you to like greebly up a King Tiger with like a laser railgun turret or something. But as far as like the Longstreet walkers and the Valkyr walkers are concerned,
Yeah.
and what what always got me was you have to buy it in tank mode. So it has 3 modes on the table. It's got that mech mode, that hybrid mode, and that tank mode. Almost like an LAM. But you had to buy all 3 different modes as separate models, and they were all metal, so it was like, dang.
That stuff was crazy expensive. I never bought the models. I just got the books, and we were proxying the mechs, and the tanks
Yeah.
were all Axis and Allies stuff, which worked
Oh,
perfectly
yeah.
fine. I mean,
Even
this
if that game was... It's okay that Axis and Allies Miniatures was notoriously out of scale, but details, it works still.
it would. It's probably my favorite World War II game still. I prefer it to Flames of War. I prefer it to Bolt Action, to any of the others. It's just simple, fun. Yes, it's the balance was all sorts of whack, especially they had to rebalance all the stuff, but it
Yeah.
was fun. You just like, okay, I'm bringing 100 points, 200 points. And at some point we were like, yeah, that's still too small. Let's put 1,000 points on the table. That's when things got a bit crazy. But I mean, we could just put 1,000 points of vehicles and infantry and airplanes on a table and play, and it didn't take us all that long. The objectives were simple. It was just a good game, which nobody has reproduced, and they're not wanting to redo it, I guess. Even though Axis and Allies, the license is all over the place nowadays.
Well, I never actually played like the ground version of that, and I've got a couple of the airplanes for the airplane version of the game, but we were really big into War at Sea.
Yeah, that was
And
another cool one.
my kids like that one mostly because like it's really simple, whereas with like Victory at Sea you have to actually position your ships to get broadside. This game just assumes that your ships are going to maneuver to the most optimal firing point, but they really like the handfuls of dice that you're dropping in that. North Carolina, she drops like 15 dice in one salvo. It's really cool rolling 15 dice at one time. Like the kids really like that. It's pretty simple, very simple rules. The models look good as well. They were pre-painted and pre-assembled too, but that one could get wacky too because like there was no real list building in it, and it was blind boxes. So it's like, oh, I just pulled a Russian battleship, German dive bombers, a Japanese submarine, and a Polish destroyer.
Let's
Okay,
go.
let me make this list then. Uh,
Yeah.
but it was cool. And I mean, you can still print the cards off of the internet these days, and there's folks on Etsy and eBay that make the ships in 1 to 1800 scale. So,
Mhm.
like, yeah, if you wanted to play that, you can. And it just so happens that's the same scale that Victory at Sea's played at. So it's like, okay, let's do this.
I
But
mean, it's weird that there's games that just die like that, even though they're good, and then you've got bad games that still roam around.
it blows my mind that HeroClix is still around today, even though we're in the decline of the superhero movies and stuff and superhero
Mhm.
tie-ins. But HeroClix is still around to this day.
I mean, a lot of people buy them for just the models, so
I mean, low key, I really want to finish out the Iron Maiden HeroClix set because they did an Iron Maiden HeroClix set and a Bioshock Infinite set, and I was like,
that's
dang, I
cool.
really want to get in on those. They were cool. Yeah, of course, I kind of got burned. I kind of got turned off by Bioshock Infinite because I bought one of the blind pull because they
Mhm.
were only doing them as like single models. So I was like, oh, let me open this up. I wonder what I'm gonna get. Oh, dude, if I get like the mechanized, if I get like the what did they call it? I think it was like the mechanized Patriot, where it's like the animatronic George Washington with a Gatling gun and flag banners. Like, oh hell yeah, that'd be tight. But I mean, even if I get Booker with a handgun, like, okay, that would be cool. I got the fucking turret.
Ugh.
I got the
Yeah,
stupid fucking rocket launcher turret. I said, this is dumb.
that's the problem with blind boxes in these kinds of situation.
Exactly.
Imagine playing Warma Horde, modern Warmer Horde, where everything's a blind box. Well, they're
Oh,
selling STLs now because they
and I mean,
realized that their game was dead. So,
at least with a BattleTech salvage box. Okay, so I'm Free Worlds League, and I just pulled a excuse me, and I just pulled a Warhawk. Okay, I can find a reason. I know. I'll paint it white with gold highlights. Boom! It's First Knights of the Inner Sphere,
mhm.
and it's a Warhawk he salvaged fighting in the Clan Homeworlds to replace his Albatross. Cool. We've got narrative here, but yeah, I blind pull a friggin'
I,
Japanese battleship, but I'm playing Americans. It's like, what am I gonna do with this?
or my problem with blind boxes is that I'm not always very lucky, and you end up with like 12 Valkyries. Fucking Valkyries.
Guess I'm playing Armed Forces of the Federated Suns now. But
I've got my company.
yeah. But like all that out in the left field to say Games Workshop, when they live stream, they're not interviewing authors from other games. They're not interviewing devs from other games. They're interviewing Gav Thorpe. They're interviewing their own authors, for better or for worse. But they're interviewing their own authors, their own artists, their own people, and they're
Yep.
promoting their own product.
Yep.
Even if it is an outsourced product, like one of the mobile app games, or one of the video games, or one of the Fantasy Flight games, they're still promoting Warhammer 40K or Age of Sigmarxism.
Oh, they ate. CGL hates the video games. I am sure and certain that they ate the video games, even though they're trying to copy them as much as possible in like those new rules and all that stuff. They never talk about them. They never cross post with them. They never touched them. I mean, as a company that sells BattleTech, you should be talking. You should be having that BattleTech stream with the video games like weekly. You should have
Yeah,
Mech Warrior streams weekly.
yeah. Like, why aren't you using like gameplay footage as B-roll for promoting Intersphere products and stuff? I got 5 hoplites. Oh no!
I'm
Oh,
very
bro.
sorry, Frosty. I feel very bad for you. I am laughing right now because it is hilarious, but I'm
I can
feeling
get
bad
more
for
use
you.
out of 12. I can get more use out of 12 Valkyries than a single hoplite. Oh
No,
no.
a single uplight I can use.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
what was it? It's the one with the PPC, the one that was probably the original model, but they didn't use there. I mean, a PPC and an LRM-15 on a slow 55-ton that's not going to overeat, that's reasonable. That's perfectly reasonable for a, average mech.
Fire support mech for a striker unit, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
okay. Here's what you do with
the
5
Royal
hoplites.
variant, the double B that they used during the Pentagon Wars with a ERPPC and a Guardian and case and anti-missiles and LRMs. And okay, that one is actually a monster. Okay, this one.
But you have to be playing. But you have to be playing Golden Century. You have to be playing Golden Shower Century in order to use it.
No, those things weren't used during the Golden Shower Century. Those things were used only during Operation Klondike while they were retaking the planets, because the Golden Century one is the 4CB with a Gauss rifle and an SRM-6 that the Ellsworth were using, which is still pretty damn
gross
good
too.
That's
especially if it's a clan Gauss rifle.
Yeah, I mean, this is a reasonable light support mech, now medium support.
It just took clan tech to fix them.
The hoplight's just so weird because, like, unless you're playing Star League era or narratively fluffed that you found one in a Brian cache, or you're playing Klondike Golden Century, it's like, really, it's
Wolf
only
Dragoon had a bunch of them, which everybody was like, "What the fuck are those things? They're hoplites. They're common mechs, aren't they?" No.
And then on top of all that, it's in the Inner Sphere Assault Lance pack, and it's like, oh, well, let's look at the Assault Lance. Oh, it's got the Pillager. Oh, dude, Pillagers rock. It's got the Goliath. Hey, Goliath's got some good variants. It's got the Shogun. I'm a Shogun. I personally am a Shogun fan. So it's got the Shogun, and then it's got the Hoplite, and it's like, what am I supposed to do with this in my Assault Lance?
I mean, you've got a Shogun, and you're like, well, you've got a Shogun, one of the 3 that are left in the Inner Sphere. Congratulations.
Yeah. And like that whole lance right there, it's like, why couldn't you just call this the Wolf Dragoons Zeta, well, no, because it's got a hoplite, so it can't be Zeta Battalion, because Zeta Battalion was all assaults, I believe.
You should have had a Stalker in there instead. Yeah,
put a Stalker variant in there. Boom. Now you've got the Wolf Dragoons Assault Lance instead of the Wolf Dragoons Assault Star, which has a BJ in it. And yet another Mad Cat.
No, yeah, you're right. Yet another fucking Mad Cat.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The last big event my group did, which was the Coventry battle, my opponent, and I'm so out of practice. My opponent was new, so it was an even match. The list had been made for him. It was 3 Mad Cats. No, it was 4 Mad Cats and a Loki. And I said, fuck. How am I supposed to deal with this? Oh, crap.
Well, I can kill the Loki first, because it's not like it's got armor.
Yeah, I can kill the Loki easily with my gunslinger and then just get pummeled the rest of the match. Which, speaking of custom events, my group is about to put out the rules for our next custom event, the Battle of Misery.
Not Misery.
Not Misery. Hi, Rim. It's not Misery. The Battle of Misery. She calls it Misery. She's taking a page out of Big Red's playbook of mispronouncing things, so that we'll comment and tell her that she's mispronouncing things, so that she can get the engagement.
Yeah, but she still doesn't get the engagement.
Well, she had an engagement until. Well, we're not gonna. I don't think we should go there. We're not a drama channel.
Let's not go there.
Taylor Swift is punching down on Charlie XCX, and that's not okay, Taylor.
I mean, I'm still saying that the Oplight's technically is a lamb, and we just nobody's ever used it in mech mode.
It's a ground-bound air mech. You're not wrong with pulling that Ashamar up.
I love the Ashamar. The thing is, I love the Ashamar. It is goofy, but it's got a big ass gun. It flies. What more do you really want out of out of a mobile suit? Right?
It it's one of those weird ones where I sit there and I go, I mean, Bandai, I'm really glad you're making like oddball mobile suits, but this one could have been a P Bandai exclusive.
I mean, it is cool. It's a dom in a dom in a weird shirt, and it can turn into a flying saucer.
Look, I want Tequila Gundam. I
I
don't care
know.
what Bandai puts out. I want a fucking Tequila Gundam. And stop paywalling mainline named character mobile suits behind P Bandai. I want Gundam Rose so I can recreate the Napoleon painting with Gundam Rose on Fusaki.
There you go. You can't get a Vindicator. Well, if you want a Vindicator, you have to get the starter box. It's in one of the starter box, and I think that's the only place
the
you can
beginner.
get it.
The only place you can get the Vindicator is the
The starter
beginner box with the Vindicator on the beginner box.
Beginner box.
Technically, Agoak is the starter box.
Well, true.
Beginner is I've never played a war game in my entire life, but giant robots are cool.
Yeah, the original was a Griffin and a Wolverine, and the newer version, we have to go through like all sorts of them. Second edition. This one is what, a Wolverine and a Griffin and a Vindicator. I mean, I'd almost take the Vindicator over the Griffin.
Wait, is it the models in there? Is it the Vindicator and
Vindicator and Griffin
and the Wolverine?
No, it's Vindicator and Griffin, it says. I mean, I've got it somewhere. I've just never opened it. I bought it.
I got two.
You got two? Well,
I'm not going to lie. I'm a consumer. I got two of each of the beginner boxes just so I could have two Vindies. But this means that I now have but this means I have a shit ton of Wolverines and Griffins now.
Which is not that good.
Well, having a shit ton of Wolverines, that's not a problem. Having a shit ton of Griffins,
yeah. The Griffin's a thing, isn't it?
I mean,
it's better than the Shadowhawk.
Yeah, it's just lackluster. I mean, the Griffin 2C also exists, and I'm like, okay, I guess.
No, the Griffin 2C is a great mech, though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a solid brawler. I mean, the Royal Griffin. Okay, the Royal Griffin is a monster. It's really good with an ERPPC and 2 SRM6. It's going to kill stuff really quickly. So the Royal Griffin, everybody should be fine with. But most of the other ones.
I think there's some Griffins that are good. Yeah. And it's because it's not good that the few times I've ever tried to sit down and teach the kids Battletech, I put myself in a Griffin to deliberately handicap myself.
It's because on the basic one, all your weapons have minimum ranges.
Yeah. PPC and an LRM, they got minimum ranges.
At least you can punch.
Yeah, you can punch and kick and jump a little bit. But I know if I put myself in a Wolverine and try and teach the kids Battletech, I'm just going to murder them and they're not going to have a good time. So
you can have the Griffin C with an ERPPC and a Streak LRM 10 that goes 696.
I like it. Who gets the Griffin Who gets the Griffin Charlie? I bet it's got single heat sinks, doesn't it?
No,
it's got
double
single heat sinks, doesn't it? Oh.
No, it's
a rare C that has doubles.
I was saying 696. Sorry, 699 with 9 improved jump jets.
I'll take your entire stock.
These things are a bit more aggressive, let's say. It doesn't. Well, no, it's a Clan ERPPC. Never mind. It's got a good gun. And the Streak LRM 10 is...
Why would you just not take a 2C?
Because they don't build the 2C, and those are built on the Earthworks plant that they have on Keystone. That's why.
Built by the Wolf Empire. Why don't they just build the 2C?
Because they can't. They don't have the factories for it. Well, they have a factory that builds Griffin. So they build Griffin Cs. I'd prefer a regular... C. I'd prefer a regular LRM 20 to the Streak 10, personally. Yes, it's swingier. but it can do a lot more damage, and it can do funny things with mine ammos, let's say.
Look, if there's only one person left on the face of the earth that likes streak LRMs and 38 hex range LRMs, it's me.
The streak LRMs in some situations I would say they're good, but on a thing like that Griffin C there, just put something a little bit simpler and just have the guys press the button, keep pressing the button, and just keep pressing the button, put mines everywhere. 1 ton of minefields with LRM 20s. That will change the game anyways.
It's called battlefield shaping. It's called we do a little battlefield shaping with the Griffin. Or with the
the Griffin
Shadowhawk
2C
supplementing it to do with an LRM5.
Yeah, the Griffin 2C has 4 LRM5, an ER large laser, and an ER small laser. It does what it's meant to do. So it is pretty good. And there's some of the variants that are really, really good. So, I think I like the Shadowhawk 2C better.
Being built in the inner sphere, so Wolf Empire must have really taken the L then.
I want to see the real Griffin 2C.
Which is? I'm confused there.
The original artwork from, what was it, Victor Music Studios or something?
Oh, yeah.
This. Perfection.
This is sexy.
Yeah, this is what a 2C should look like.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, you know what? While we're at it, let's see the real Phoenix Hawk 2C. Let's see the real Marauder 2C. Let's see the real. Oh God, the pose on the real rifle. Yes, look at that thing.
Shadowhawk 2C. The thing is with the Shadowhawk 2C, it looks too much like. I do think this one looks too much like a Transformer. It has really a Transformers look to it, which is a little bit weird, but it might be because of the pause. Because I've seen too many Transformers with that kind of pose as well. The Victor art was just...
Look at the Rifleman too. Oh yeah, well that one's cool too. Yeah, check him out.
This one's not... Well, it's cool, but it's not as aggressive, let's say. It
looks
works.
Like a deadly sea creature.
Yes.
Okay, wait till you see that pose.
The Rifleman 2C just looks like he is going to fuck you up because he's got
straight
the face
out of Compton.
There. Look, it's the face in ear that I find really cool. This is probably the coolest bit on that mech. It just looks like he's looking at you and he's going to fuck you up.
Well, he's got 4 large pulse lasers to do it with.
Or 4 Ultra AC2s. No, 4 large pulse lasers. You're right.
I think there's one with 2 Hag 30s. That can also fuck you up.
I don't know. Most of the Rifleman 2Cs are monsters. Each arm has a heavy large laser and a plasma cannon, and you've got a targeting computer. Hello, Nova Cats. You know what you're doing.
We just relied on actual heavy large lasers for too long instead of going to improved heavy large lasers. If we'd have had improved heavy laser technology, there wouldn't have been a Cretan left standing.
And then there's the Rifleman 2C10 with 4 Protomech AC8s. Because the Ravens are retarded.
At least it's cheap.
At least it's cheap.
What are they? Protomech AC what's again?
Protomech AC8. So you've got basically medium laser ranges on them.
Well, you need something to back up your Kraken with 10 Protomech AC8s. You need someone to back him up.
No, you just don't build those things. That's the solution.
There aren't
that's also an option.
AC8s.
It's because the Protomech AC8 is so heavy, you can't put it on a Protomech.
Okay, but hold on. Those Protomech AC4s, those Protomech AC4s are shooting precision and armor piercing bullets, though. Give them a break.
No, Protomech AC4 is good. Protomech AC2 is reasonable. Protomech AC8 is terrible. It's got shit range, shit ammo efficiency. It takes up too much room. It's just bad. Oh yeah,
As soon
Jenner
as I
2C original artwork is really nasty.
I really like Japanese anime. Proceeds to draw it.
Considering a number of designs were taken from Japanese anime, yeah.
Well, those were originally the artwork for the MechWarrior game, the first MechWarrior game. In the booklet when you bought the MechWarrior game, those were the pictures for them. So those were really cool. Phoenix Hawk 2C art is also goes really hard. It,
I mean,
it
he's
also
just
is very
really
Transformers, but I mean, they haven't reproduced that. I know there's a bunch of them that are really good. Okay, there's a bunch of really good art, some good of the good plug stuff. There's a bunch of the good, even there's some of the good shimmy stuff. But I mean, hire a bunch of Japanese guys next. Just hire a few Japs. Tell them like, yeah, redo this in your own style, and or just go wild, and you'll have something really cool. Because I
Dude,
can
even the
tell those
Locust
legs are going to
2C is
snap
cool.
off once you kick them, as they should on a Locust 2C.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Locust 2Cs are cool.
Locust 2C is a nasty individual. It is one of
Matter of
those
fact,
things that
it's one of those. Well, what is it to you? What is it to you?
it's one of those things that you discount when it shows up, and then it gets behind your mech, and you get hit by 8 small lasers, and you're like, that actually hurts. I should have maybe primaried that thing and taken it off the field.
I probably should have called shot modified its leg with a Gauss rifle.
Maybe when he was in front of me, I should have, kicked it instead of kicked the other mech that was next to it. Something like that. But I mean, oh yeah, the Wolf Empire do make the Locust 2C10 in Korean.
One of the things
Reflective
that
armor
always
rather than standard, and an ER medium instead of a medium pulse, so you've got probably a little bit more armor on it. Oh, it's to compensate for the fact that it doesn't have ferrofibrous anymore. So it's less accurate, but it's got reflective armor. Just don't get kicked.
So you can run fast and be relatively immune to pulse weaponry that's going to be used to track you with.
But not
That
armor piercing
makes
rounds.
Sense.
Those are gonna, or precision.
No, those are gonna chew. Those are gonna shatter your glass. Those are gonna shatter your glass mirror coated armor. Yeah. To me, the thing with 2Cs is that like we get the Clan Omnimex in original TRO 3050, and it's like, oh, these are like the pinnacle of warfare. Blah, blah, blah. These are like the baddest things ever. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Yeah, they are pretty tight. But then you get the 2Cs, and it's like, wait a minute. The Warhammer 2C and the 2C2 are nasty. The Marauder 2C is nasty. Why would I take literally any Clan Heavy Mech over a Rifleman 2C? Whose only weakness is that you have to bracket fire the 4 Clan Large pulse lasers if you don't want to shut down. But even then, if you get too hot, you just jump jet behind the hill. Like, why would I take anything? Oh, the Omnimex can carry elementals and you can swap out their weapons loadouts. Then why don't I have a loadout of 4 Clan Large pulse lasers on my Timberwolf?
That's because people are dumb. We'll go with that. There's the manly Warhammer 2C. That's man spreading.
Now that's a man. He's man spreading so he can mansplain to you why 2 ERPPCs, an SRM6, and 2 LRM15s makes you not only a good sniper but also a good brawler too.
I think I like the version with the LRM15s better than the standard one. Even though 5 med pulse lasers is nothing to sneeze at, 2 ERPPCs, 2 LRM15s. No. I mean, you're almost a Jupiter. Almost.
And an SRM6.
Yeah, you do have the SRM6.
And that SRM6 is loaded with Inferno bullets.
Because tanks have to die.
Or Or it might be loaded with smokes, so that way I can block you off from the rest of your team and make you play with me. You're in my world now. Your teammates can't provide covering fire. There's too much smoke in the way. Come play with me. Speaking of Jupiters, I got to give a shout out to Jir Falcon, who not only has just installed Mega Mech so he can play with you in Hellkite, but at the Monday night game took a Jupiter 3 and finally dished out over 100 points of damage with the Ultra 10s and the Hag 30s.
I mean, there's like the only version of the Jupiter I'm not sold on is the Jupiter 4 with the Streak SRM4s, and that goes faster. Like all the others are.
It exists because that was a WizKid sculpt. They had a Jupiter that had guns on the arms, and then they had one with SRM4s on the arms. Yeah.
I mean, I'm perfectly okay with it. I mean, that's probably the next video I record is the Jupiter. It's got fine manipulators. You can pick up flowers with your Jupiter.
I will say though, much to his detriment, despite his Jupiter putting out over 100 points of damage in a single volley because everything landed, he did not kill his target because it was a pristine Kodiak.
Yeah, okay, that's an hard thing to shoot at.
Did the Kodiak at least fall over?
Only because as he was rolling hit locations for the Hag 30s, the Kodiak got 2 head clunkenings.
I mean,
no crits generated, but caused the pilot to have a sleep as a treat for the rest of the game.
Okay, close enough to killing it.
I mean, hey, if you spend the next 3 turns trying to regain consciousness, and then another 2 turns trying to stand up, that took you out of the game for 5 turns. That may as well count as an engine
pretty
kill.
much. All right, we're gonna have to leave that there because I do need to sleep. Tomorrow we
stream engine kill.
So tomorrow we should have a Mega Mech game against Crab. My problem, I might be a little bit late because I have to go pick up my wife at the bus station because she has to go. She is out of town tomorrow, so I have to go pick her up. Just means I'm going to probably be a little bit late, but it's not going to be terrible. So I thank everybody for watching and for chatting, and I will see everybody